an active game. Two squads that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Paul against Jackson. Paul passes to Crowder. Fires from deep. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. The Clippers have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Covington's checked in for the Clippers. John Wall comes in for Jackson. Paul passes to Booker. From outside, off the mark. First quarter, just over a minute played. Leonard outside. Zubats with a screen on Bridges. Leonard passes to Zubats.
Nice timing as Aiden's up there for the rejection.
The three ball. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Wall attacking. Pass to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And being that Wall is a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Booker with it. Guarded now by George. There's the triple. And it's Devin Booker with the three.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Ball against Wall. And Aiden pulls it down. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Good chance here for Crowder. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
I saw a green light there, but he's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
Here's Covington. It's wide right, hits off the rim. The Suns trailing. Paul into the lane. Pass to Aiden. It's stolen by Wall.
Chris Paul, first personal foul. 17.
That's good from George.
You know, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA, gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Beyond the arc. Clippers keep it alive. Zubac's shot is off.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Here's Booker. Pass to Bridges. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Paul against Wall. Crowder a screen on Wall. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. And he lobs it up top. And the jam by Covington.
Yeah, showcasing his length right there. Now, love watching Covington leap up to finish off alley-oops.
Booker finds Paul. To the middle. Here's Ayton. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Wall. George outside. Shoots from the elbow. That shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker fires from way outside. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 6.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
Leonard on the wing. Fires for 3. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. For 3, Bridges. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
For 3, George. Counted from distance. He's got 6.
You got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
Booker fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown. The Clippers trail. Wall with it. What, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Leonard. Driving to the basket. Basket's good.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
And the free throw, no good. Booker fires from way outside. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top. They're up by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
So on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard position. Here's George. Leonard for 3, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Well, Phoenix is shooting 36% for the game. Not great. George with a steal. Here's Wall, driving in, lays it up and banks it in. Wall's got his first 2 points.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Here's Crowder, out to Bridges. Wide open look. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brett.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% a priority for him and the team.
Ball finds Booker. That 3's off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Here's George. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Crowder left side. Booker, the pass to Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Here's Wall. Out to Covington. Crowder with a steal. Stolen by Wall. Oh, there's the alley. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. Here's Wall. Who poked away and stolen by Bridges. Up the floor, rejected by George.
Paul George has such great defensive instincts, the length, and then the read that time.
Crowder with a steal, outside Booker, into the lane. Steps back, out to Bridges, jacks up a three, nails it from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 5. Well, Brent, the relationship between players and refs can sometimes seem a little hostile. Does it need to be that way?
Well, you and me have our little tips, don't we, Brian? So, yes, in order for us to do our best work. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't have to be that way. But, look, when you're at this level of competition, it's heated, it's intense. Sometimes get outside your gourd a little bit. And that's when instances like this can happen between a player and a referee. And that goes for both sides.
Here's a 3 from Paul. They get it again. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. And he lobs it up to the rim. And George with the jam.
Great timing there. Paul George rising up, collecting the ball, and throwing it down.
Paul passes to Aiden. Can't finish the lob. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's Leonard. The rebound by Bridges.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Here's a 3 from Paul. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
And CP3 is so good at choosing when he unleashes his three-point arsenal.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. Throw it down on the lob.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Crowder. Oh, George with a steal. Here's the break. Deflects the pass. Crowder with a steal.
Mikal Bridges is one of those guys who maybe is a jack of all trades and master of nothing, willing to do whatever it takes to help the team win.
Here's Booker. Oh, he touched it while it was over the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. It's George on the wing. Fires from deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Booker. Three-pointer, Bridges. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Suns on top.
Fans, let's hear it for the Jabberwocky.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
Paul passes to Booker. Crowder outside. Let's go with a 3. On target from range. And the Suns lead by 6.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Nice move. And too long on the shot.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Left side Covington. Crowder with a steal. And they're pushing it up. Booker with it, guarded by Covington. Outside for Booker. Back to Bridges. Up top, Crowder. George defending. It's tipped. Oh, George with a steal. And he's going for the oop here. And stolen by Booker. In transition, here come the Suns.
Things are starting to come together for them. And the lead is starting to grow, too.
Coaches always talk about the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. They have definitely increased their energy level here.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Crowder finds Paul. There's the three. He drops it from range. Paul's got 8.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Yet another steal from him, and that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
Provide some D, it'll lead the points. That came at the hands of Jay Crowder.
And there's the lob. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Ayton. Ball with it. Checked by Wall. Booker can't get it to go.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, it's moving them well into the right direction.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Leonard for 3. Crowder grabs the miss. Crowder's got 4 rebounds in the game. For 3, Bridges. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. 14 points for him.
Yeah, so far, the defense has not learned much from the lessons Mikel is teaching them.
Outside Covington, back to George. And the layup is good off the glass.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Paul. It's Bridges on the wing. Inside, deflects the pass. Zubac with the steal. And the jam by George.
Put that one-man show on Broadway.
That's one way to go with the alley-oop. And here's Paul from deep. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. The Suns on top. They lead by. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So, on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Here's Zubac. And at last, they get one to fall. And that's a double-double for him now.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Outside Wall. Pass to Leonard. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Chris Paul. Paul's got 5 rebounds tonight. Ayton passes to Paul. Out to Bridges. From outside the arc. Sinks the tray. And the Suns lead by 14.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
It's George on the wing. 4-3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Wall. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Mikal Bridges.
What an effort from Wall on the play, refusing to let the foul stop him from taking the shot.
And so Wall nails them both. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep break.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Leonard outside. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
George outside. 6 to shoot. Out to Covington. Launches it. Fades back. Leonard outside. Fires the 3.
And Mikal Bridges is a prototypical 3-and-D guy, affecting the game defensively now.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. The shot comes out. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers shooting 35% so far in this one. Wall, the pass to Covington. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Down low. Dives for it. And stolen by Covington. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. 1:46 left in the 4th. Paul finds Bridges. Now Crowder. 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Baseline, baseline.
Outside Wall. Pass to George. Over Booker. Out to Covington. Clock at 6. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Not afraid that time as PG goes right at the defense to make that play happen.
And the second free throw is good.
Now, the team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Suns.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Mikal Bridges.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
From deep three-point range. And it's Crowder missing. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
Booker against George. Now here's Booker. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big
of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. Now, here is George. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Robert Covington's checked in for Los Angeles. Wall comes in for Jackson.
Robert Covington. John Wall.
And here is Brooks. Outside Jackson. And that one hits back iron. George, that's a 2-pointer. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
And here's Leonard. Following Ja Morant's 3. Takes it out to Covington. Puts it up. That shot missing. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Morant drives in. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's George. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Now here's Morant. Driving in. From 8 feet away, he drops it in. Morant's got 5.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Ball against Morant. George looking around. Clock at 4. Baseline jumper. Brooks grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. It's Morant with the drive. Left side, Bain. Lob pass to George. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. There we go, one-on-one. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Wall. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And the rejection by Jackson. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks, and it's Leonard missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. Brooks with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Morant. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. Out to Brooks. Outside Jackson. Spins. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jackson a screen on Wall. They get it back, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team.
Morant against Wall. Adams trying to free himself up. And another miss by Memphis. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Here's George, following the basket by Ja Morant. To stop the drought, George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Now here's Morant. He has 7. Shoots the 3. And they get it back. It's Brooks on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Scooped up. Tries yet again. Adams. Over Leonard. Here's Jackson. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
Big body cleaning the glass. Great awareness by Jackson Jr.
Here's Wall driving inside. Here's George in the air. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. And a wide open look for Payne. Off target from 3-point range. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies lead by 3. And back in a moment. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Here's Morant. Here's Adams. The Clippers grab the miss.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at that rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Covington finds George. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Morant, the bounce pass. The drive by Jackson. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Such a forceful drive by Jackson Jr. Defense doesn't want to get in his way.
Wall passes to George. From the stripe. They get it again. Here's Zubac. Here's Leonard. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. Leonard's got his first points of the game. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Outside Jackson. Launches it. It's tipped. Wall with the steal. Here's Covington. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Covington's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
And it does a lot for Covington when he can finish through contact. Gives him the confidence to take it inside, even when there's traffic.
Jackson kicks to Morant. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by George.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Here's Morant. Moves back up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. Throw good, Adams.
Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens on the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
They get it back. Adams. Jackson has the open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got 5 points in the quarter.
What separates Jaren from other bigs is he's got great confidence in his shot.
Wall passes to Leonard. Yep, That one goes.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Morant. Rebound by the Clippers.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Just 5 to shoot. Leonard the pass to George. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Outside, Bain. It's stolen by Wall. All alone, and Wall slams it home.
In the moment he's got the rock, Wall goes turbo. Gets up court as fast as anyone.
On the wing, Bain. No points in the game yet for him. Here's the Clippers. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Leonard. That one, no good. Nice D from Brooks. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Second shot opportunity. Pass to George. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject it.
And so it's Los Angeles. With us at thank you, David. We'll be back after. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Bain, no good. Nobody near George. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Wall against Morant. Over Wall. Rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Wall, and he drops it in from the low post. Wall's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting only 21% from the field so far.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA. Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
And making sure they convert by finishing strong.
Jackson with the screen. Great open look there. Morant's got 10.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
Takes it out to Leonard. Tries the spin move. Back to Wall. Outside Leonard, just 4 to shoot. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 3 assists in the game. Morant against Wall. Doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Oh, Leonard in position. Wall finds Zubats. Outside, Covington. In the corner, George with it. Outside, Covington. Here's Zubats. Nice move. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Leonard dishes to Covington. Outside for George. 1:58 left to play in the third. It's good. He's got 12. In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. And I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career is going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
All with it, now defended by Bain. Kicks it out to Covington. Clippers moving the ball around. Outside, Wall. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to Wall. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Yeah, that's a shame, because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
John Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Pass to Zubats. Bain against George. Lays it up off the glass. George has got 14 points.
And this is one of those nights where George came in aggressive and stayed that way. He's been incredible.
Here's Brooks. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Leonard, stolen by Brooks. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Wall looking it over. Passes to George. Back to Wall. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've got a big advantage. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And two teammates on the same page. Woo.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the one spot.
The length and quickness of George is so difficult to guard against. That really compromises the defense, forcing them to foul. And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Morant, that's for 2. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 8 now on the night. George with the ball. Now defended by Bane.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers. And he can't hit the second. Los Angeles leading by 16. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. Shakes him down low. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Memphis ball.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Morant kicks to Bane. The 3. Offensive rebound. Adams. There's the pass to Jackson. Misses from short range.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Wall. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Morant passes to Jackson. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else and flat out choked it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Basket good.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
George from deep three-point land. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant outside. The dish to Brooks. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Outside Leonard. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. There's the lob to Jackson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oop. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
And Wall kicks to George. From deep. And the Clippers miss again. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Brooks, the pass to Morant. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got 10 points here in the second half. And Adams kicks to Morant. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
Leonard against Brooks. Pass to Covington. Back to Leonard. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
Back to Leonard. He kicks it to Covington. Leonard against Brooks. 5 to shoot. Los Angeles with another miss. And so here's Memphis. 7-point differential. The 3 from Morant. Rebound by the Clippers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's George. From deep three-point range, that shot off the mark.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
So the Clippers with the win. They seem to... David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, BA. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. So for the Clippers, Covington's checked in for Morris, and it's Wall in for Jackson. Outside Edwards. And George with some nice D. Wall against Russell. It's Covington on the wing. Back to Wall. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Towns can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's George. No good off the back of the rim.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing. Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And Wall, here we go, kicks it to George. Fires the three. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Leonard outside. And he's going for the lob.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Wall against Russell. Back to Prince. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
George for 3. He buries it from 3.
You need guys who can stretch the floor or the offense doesn't flow. Paul George is one of the best at it.
Edwards, the pass to Russell. To the inside. Here's Gobert. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Now Wall, stolen by Russell. And he drives in. No good on the shot. Good D by Covington. Wall, the pass to George. Throws it up high. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Leonard outside. Kicks it to George. The 3 is up. And no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the paint. And stolen by Covington. That's good from George.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
The Clippers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. A minute 6 left in the first quarter. Out to Leonard. The 3 ball. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
What poise from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Zubats. Gobert, no good. The Clippers in the lead. And he's going for the oop here. George, no good.
Almost a highlight reel play. Hey, you have to appreciate the effort.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter, Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
Up top, Wall, guarded by Russell. For three, Covington. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Edwards. To the left wing. Towns for three. Hits a three-pointer.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
Unable to get that one. And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We'll be... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
So here are the five for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. Here's Prince. Here's Gobert. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
You see what that little pump fake does? It gives the defender something to think about the next time he goes to challenge Gobert's shot.
And so Gobert nails both of them. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
George against Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Covington, no good.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
No, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And that one, good.
This is where size matters. No one's stopping Gobert on that shot.
Leonard outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jump.
Great positioning on the putback.
Stand with it, and Gobert with a high-flying tip dunk.
Outside Wall. Leonard on the wing. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Gobert. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
For 3, George. Towns with a rebound.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And they take the lead. Edwards has got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Stolen by Russell. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Russell. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
Something else that stands out is how they've gotten out in transition. Their speed has kept the defense on their heels.
Russell against Wall. Pass to Prince. Right side, Edwards. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Leonard. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
What strength from the seasoned veteran. Leonard loves going at defenders and scoring on them.
Oh, they get a hand on it. George with a steal. Outside Covington. Over Russell. Covington no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Gobert finds Russell. Back to Gobert. To the right side. The ball's knocked loose. Zubac with the steal. George passes to Covington. And here's Zubac. Here's George. Zubac with a screen on Towns. It's George with the drive. Drops in the layup for 2. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Leonard with the ball. And it's Gobert picking him up. George for 3. Hits the trifecta. George has got 11 points.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Pass to Edwards. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. They need this. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Wall. Kicks it to George. Leonard on the wing. With 2 seconds left. Can't get it to drop.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And the first half comes to a conclusion.
22. The Clippers, 25.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
In this era of stretch bigs, many traditional centers have struggled, but Rudy Gobert just continues to thrive at both ends.
George drives in, out to Leonard. Spins. George with it, and it's Gobert picking him up.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job pulling the defender and jumping into the contact.
George hits them both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
The Timberwolves trail. Now here's Edwards. 7 points in the game. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff. And he's now got the double-double.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
But not every point guard can give you that. The ability to finish with that level of authority.
And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Zubac against Gobert. Pass to Wall. George outside. Shot clock at 6. Leonard. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Comfortable inside, plus the 7'3" wingspan. Hard to stop Kawhi without fouling.
And Leonard drops them both. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Outside Russell. Edwards, the pass to Russell. To the middle. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Woo! The whole arena felt that. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
Edwards against George. It's Covington on the wing. Back to George. In the air. And it's good on the lay-in. George has got 15.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
Russell to pass to Towns. Gobert with it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Wall against Russell. Out to Covington. Takes a three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
You love how Covington stretches the defense. He is too accurate from range.
Towns finds Gobert. Back to Towns. Pass to Prince. To the wing on the left. From the arc. The offensive rebound. Back to Russell for three. That one doesn't drop.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
A minute 22 left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Prince. Now Gobert. Clock at 6. The kick out to Edwards. To stop the run.
You look at Kawhi's work ethic on defense. He's perfected the art.
Down low. Here's Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
A much more physical player now than when he first entered the league. Gobert powering it home.
And Gobert with a block. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Gobert with a screen on Wall. Russell to pass to Gobert. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. George finds Leonard. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Edwards the pass to Gobert. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Russell with the ball. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Clippers on top. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Wall. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubats out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Russell against Wall. Russell to pass to Towns. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Here's Leonard. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Boy, in the paint, Kawhi tearing right through the D, just pushing his way to a shot. George against Edwards.
Here's Prince. Denied by Leonard. George against Edwards. Oh, deflected. Zubac passes to George. Covington with it. Zubac inside. Covered by Towns. Up top, George. Here's the three. Rebound, Minnesota. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Gobert with the bucket.
Nice to see Rudy Gobert assert himself on the offensive end. They would like to see more of this from Rudy.
Outside wall. Leonard on the wing. From deep, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
Pass to Towns. From deep three-point range. Tipped. Here's Zubac. Over Gobert. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Minnesota, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Towns for three. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got 4 rebounds in the game. Inside. George passes to Zubac. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Towns. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Here's Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. To the inside. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. You gotta love it.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Wall against Russell. Wall, the pass to George. Back to Wall. Oh, there's the alley. 3 on the clock.
And shows hustle and plays hard on defense. Wow. Towns sure knows how to keep his coaches happy.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Now Towns. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
It's George on the wing. Shot to end the cold streak. And again, no good by the Clippers. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Clippers.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paul George.
And his activity level on defense, self-evident, racking up steals, deflections. I mean, he was a handful tonight.
Edwards, a pass to Russell. Back to Gobert. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And the Clippers with the ball. And here's George. Leonard on the wing. Here's George. And he lobs it up to the rim. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. They have to feel. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
star space.
Oh, we might have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. For the 3, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Outside Leonard. Shoots over Bridges. And it's Leonard missing.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. Another 3 for Phoenix.
To me, you've got to run this guy off his shots. Jay Crowder is a good catch-and-shoot jump shooter. Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. Bridges leading the charge. A nice shot by Booker.
They're beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now, here is Morris. A putback. It's good on the putback.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
A nice shot by George. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Morris. And John Wall subbed in for Reggie Jackson.
Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
Paul looking around. Bridges kicks to Booker. And that one is off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Leonard with the drive. Misses the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Paul. Here's Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. Phoenix, no good that time either. Clippers trail by 5. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. On the wing, George. Oh, Leonard in position. Banked in off the glass.
Well, Kawhi Leonard getting to his spots, and his hands are up, ready to catch and shoot. Nicely done.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Suns leading by 3. Bridges passes to Booker. From deep. They grab their own miss. Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. Misses the 3. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Leonard. Phoenix grabs the miss.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The always aware Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Suns pick up 2. Outside, George. Outside, Wall. This is to Leonard. Shoots over Bridges. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Suns lead by 5. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
And here's George after the three-pointer from Jay Crowder, and it's Leonard missing. Ball against Bridges. Here's Paul. A shot missing. 80 that time from Leonard. Clippers trail by 7. Here's George. Leonard the pass to Wall. And stolen by Ayton. Bridges against Covington. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First team.
Clippers on defense. And Booker kicks to Ayton. Outside Crowder. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Listen, this is a guy who can get hot from downtown. Great to see Jay Crowder being aggressive when given the opportunity.
Outside, George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Now here's Crowder. 9 points in the game so far. Paul passes to Crowder. Here's Booker. The rebound by Paul George. Clippers trail by 8. And Wall kicks to Leonard. And good, coming off the assist by Wall.
Well, you love the way John Wall sees the floor. He's always surveying, looking for what the defense is giving up.
You know, Doris, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community. That's nicely contested by Wall. I think his defense is really overlooked.
Leonard looking over the floor. Over Paul. Leonard, no luck. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for the Suns. They've led by as much as 10.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Now, here's George. 9 points in the game so far. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, Paul George leaving, no doubt. Nice finish.
Booker outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Robert Covington picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Outside Covington. No good there. And Phoenix the other way now. 1:31 left in the first half of basketball. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
Wall against Paul. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Wall. And that one goes long. Phoenix leading by 10. Booker the pass to Paul. Latrey. Here's Ayton. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
Here's George. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Three-pointer. Paul finds Booker. Now Paul. He gets the open look. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the middle. And stolen by Ayton. It's Crowder on the wing. Kicks it out to Paul. On the wing, Bridges. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, a high motor player like Mikal Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire.
All right, Dave, thank you. And John. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at center. Ball passes to Zubac. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
For 3, Bridges. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
George finds Leonard from outside the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more. And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
How about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire, a little bit of pride at stake.
Crowder, the pass to Booker. Back to Crowder. On the top of the key. Here's Ayton. Bridges kicks to Crowder. Paul from deep three-point land. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Clippers trail by 13. From deep, Wall. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 4 rebounds in this game. Booker the pass to Crowder. Bridges for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Suns leading by 13. And there's the pass to Bridges. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Leonard kicks to George. Fires for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years. Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's George. And he gets it to go. George has got 15 points. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Paul, no good. Clippers trail by 13. And George, here we go. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. And that's 17 points for George. That's tipped. Paul George with the steal. Here's Covington. Outside for George. From deep 3-point range. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
That's Jay Crowder demonstrating how strong he is. He's dominating the defense with his ability to play through contact.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Bridges for 3. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. Crowder from outside. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 12. Pass to George. Bridges with some nice defense. On the wing, Booker. Fader on the way. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 6 rebounds here tonight. George. And that one, good. George has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, Paul George, simply stated, is playing at a high level, getting to his spots and riding this wave of scoring.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Phoenix ahead, up 10. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this way?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at point guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Covington, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Think about Robert Covington's path to being a valuable asset on the NBA roster. A guy who was undrafted out of Tennessee State, begins his career in Philadelphia with a team that wasn't trying to win, and now has become the prototypical 3-and-D valuable asset.
Booker the pass to Bridges. Good. A nice assist from Booker. And the Suns lead by 9.
We know Mikal Bridges is a legit threat from deep, and boy, does he love the corners.
Bridges with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard inside. Working on Booker. Left side, Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
Suns leading by 7. Booker looking around. A three-pointer off the mark. And Los Angeles guys shooting not great, 40% for the game. George dishes to Covington. Leonard on the wing. Five on the clock. Passes it to George. Zubats in the post. Defended by Crowder. The three from George. Los Angeles with another miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The kick out to Crowder. Beyond the arc. Traps in the tray. Crowder's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
And stolen by Booker. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Wall. Shot from the top of the key. And no good that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Outside Leonard. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. From deep. The offensive rebound. Zubats from the arc. Wall, no luck.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Wall finds Ayton. The kick out to Crowder. Near the three-point line. And it's Booker. No good on that one. Clippers trail by 10. Outside Leonard. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ball passes to Bridges. It's good.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Pass to Leonard. Bridges with the steal. Paul dishes to Crowder. Kicks it to Booker. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Covington's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The shot off that time. Some solid defense from Ayton. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Crowder from outside. The shot, no good. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Suns.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seems.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jay Crowder.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
No good off the back of the rim. George looking around. Outside Leonard. From deep. The shot, no good.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for
Oh, say does that star.
We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant.
Here we go.
I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever.
That is showing up again later. Wow.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Here's George. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by Zubac. George with it. Checked by Brooks. George, no good. Now here's Bane. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Covington's checked in for the Clippers. John Wall comes in for Jackson.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
George passes to Leonard. Over Brooks. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Jackson outside. And here's Morant outside. Not going to go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George against Bane. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Here's Morant. Outside Bane. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Cans it from the wing. Bane's got 6. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Shot clock at 5. Will it go? Here's Leonard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Wall against Morant. Pulls up, high post. It's rebounded by George. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA. And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
For Memphis, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. To the paint. Lays out. Jackson left side. And he lobs it up top. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Zubac passes to Wall. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. George, no good. Memphis leading. Jackson, pass to Brooks. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Here's Morant. Got a hand on it. George outside. Gets the first one to go. Now 1 for 7 on the night.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. 34 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Morant outside. Nails it from 3. Morant's got 6.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Here's Leonard. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Leonard's gotten his second bucket.
Well, not known as a flashy dribbler, Leonard showing off more handles than a 6-door limousine.
Outside Morant. Drives to the hoop. Adams inside. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the close of... If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The Clippers trail. Takes it inside. Out to Leonard. From behind the arc. Brooks with the rebound. Leonard's gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Leonard with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Here's George. The shot no good. Morant with a defensive effort. Memphis shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Great D that time from Zubac. Los Angeles shooting only 23% so far.
Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Here's Jackson. Outside for Morant. Brooks outside. Back to Morant. 4 on the clock. Over Leonard. No good. A bit long that time. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Jackson outside. Morant against Wall. Tries to break his ice. The putback. It's good on the putback. Jackson's got his first points in this one.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And being that Wall as a point guard, it's his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room. The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Bain against Zubac. Adams, shot's good.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
The Clippers have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Pass to Leonard. Oh, Brooks with the steal.
2 minutes remain in the first half.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Adams against George. Hey, we see plenty of three-point shots every game, Brent. Would you say it's still a shooter's league?
Yeah, I would say it's still a scorer's league, PA, rather than a shooter, because, look, a lot of people can take shots. There aren't too many that make them efficiently. So that part is going nowhere. I think it's about creating points and trying to get it to the most opportunistic way you can score. That's what the offense's job is to do.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Morant against Wall, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Los Angeles shooting poorly, just 29% from the floor in this game. Pass to Covington. George outside. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team.
1:10 left in the second quarter. On the wing, Bane. George defending. And stolen by Covington.
And it's pretty simple. I mean, once you leave your feet, you leave yourself with very few options. Good ball pressure and fast plays like that will tighten this up quick.
Here's Morant. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Morant's gotten 4 this quarter.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. Wall against Morant. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. George's shot is good. George has got 10 points in the game.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through and takes on the contact.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Here's Wall, driving to the basket. Pass to Zubats. 4 seconds left. Over Adams. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will... After a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Wall against Morant. George passes to Covington. Now here's Wall. On the take. Leonard up top. All alone. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. And here's Morant outside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Covington down low. Stolen by Jackson. Bane with it. Guarded now by George. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. The 11-footer. Off the left rim and out. Memphis leading. Jackson outside. Outside Morant. And he lobs it up, and the dunk by Jackson.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
Wall, the pass to George. Oh, Adams with the block. Tipped. Left side, Moran. Pass to Jackson. Right side, Wall. To the middle. George's shot is off. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 46%, a decent average so far. To the inside. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Adams, no hesitation, and right to the rim.
The Clippers shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Bain against George. And he's going for the lob. 6 to shoot. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. George, a deep three. And the Clippers miss again.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Wall, the pass to George. Stolen by Bain. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Oh, got a piece of it. Left side, Wall. Jackson with it. Guarded by Covington. And it's Moran off the drive. It's stolen by Leonard. Down low. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And stolen by Covington. George outside. Oh, they need this. Here's Leonard. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist in this one.
Kawhi operating in the painted area. So tough to stop.
Moran against Wall. Back to Moran. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks against Leonard from about 16. Another shot. Back to Moran. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Double team on Adams. It's stolen by Wall. Leonard with the ball. Guarded by Moran. Pass to George. Oh, deflected. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Moran against Wall. From deep, Bain. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Covington's got his 4th rebound in this one. George passes to Leonard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
With Kawhi, it's not about really so much improvement as it is refining his game. And he's now hitting around 90% of his free throws. That's just remarkable stuff.
And here's Moran outside. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've just finished the 3rd quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Moran into the lane. He gets it in there. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
He got that one to fall, but he's been struggling with this shot tonight. If he can improve his shooting, it would help them keep the lead.
Here's George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
Paul George right now 1 step ahead of his defender using the old pump fake. And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Bain. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Leonard outside. Driving in. Brooks with the rebound. Brooks has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Morant, the pass to Bain. Drops in the 3. Bain's got 5 points now in the quarter.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Here's George. Pass to Leonard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Desmond Bain.
Man, the defender really went after him.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far from Memphis?
What a performance for beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Now Jackson, covered by Covington. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And George launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. The free throw drops for Bain. And here's Memphis. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Up top, Morant shoots over Wall, and it's Morant missing.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And the jam by George.
A good chance to see Paul George hurts that time.
And here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Now here's Bain. George defending. Clock at 6. To the paint. It's stolen by Leonard. Deflects the pass. Inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. And it's Morant off the drive. Jackson outside. Six to shoot. Pass to Brooks. It's stolen by Leonard. Here's George. Deflected. And he gets it back. Count that bucket. George has gotten 4 this quarter. There's a minute 54 left in the 4th quarter here. Now Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. It's tipped. George with a steal. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
George hits them both.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. He shoots. Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Brooks. Jackson for 3. They get it back. Adams, the pass to Morant. Outside Bain. Brooks with it. A shot to stop the drought. It's rebounded by Zubats. They need to rally in a big way, Grant, if they want to stage a real comeback.
And B.A., they better do it soon because the window is definitely closing.
Wall, the pass to Leonard. And he lobs it up top. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Jackson outside. Pass to Adams. against Wall. Morant, pass to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. And the Grizzlies lead by 7. And a deep 3 from Leonard. And the Clippers miss again. Here's Bane. And so it's Memphis winning this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward spot. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team. Substitution.
Up top, Russell, covered by Wall. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
And Wall kicks to George. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Here's Russell to the inside. Paul George with the steal.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
Hey, it's one thing to have the physical attributes, the length, the athleticism, to play good defense. But the other part of it is the instincts. And George thinks and feels things defensively as well as anybody in the league. And really excellent instincts at that end of the floor. That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Good on the shot. George has got 5 now. And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
I tell you what, he's showing some real courage going to the reverse in that situation.
I don't think he knows you're not supposed to do that in traffic.
Well, I tell you what, don't tell him. I mean, I want to see it again.
Back to Wall. Nice D from Russell.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
On the front foot, attacking the defense, this is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Russell against Wall. Outside Covington. Outside Wall. A 3 from Leonard. A rebound by the Timberwolves. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Here's Russell with the 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. And shot on the way. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
How about the alertness of Covington? I mean, sensing the separation from the defense and then cashing in on that space that was created.
It's Prince on the wing. Back to Russell. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside positions.
George dishes the Wall. Pass to Covington. Outside Leonard. Here he goes. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And throw it down, Kawhi. Well, that was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Outside, Towns. To the middle. Knocked loose. Covington with the steal. It's George on the wing. Edwards defending. Here's Wall. No good on the shot. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Prince wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And here's George for 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. .30 seconds left in the first. Deflects the pass. Stolen by George. The pass to Zubats. Driving the lane. And the shot goes down.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Now Russell. Towns at the elbow. Gobert with the bounce pass. And the rejection by Zubats. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 3. And back with... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubats is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Sure. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
And George drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Edwards against George. Gobert the pass to Towns. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Wall looking it over. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Prince. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
There's Gobert. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's George, and there's the drive. Wall finds Leonard. Zubats against Gobert. 5 on the clock, and stolen by Prince. Pass to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Clippers shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
He is a strong finisher with momentum behind him. You won't see Leonard lose his touch or balance on his drive.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Wall against Russell. He dishes it to Towns. Covington with the steal.
It's an awkward pass to try to make on the interior.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Los Angeles shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And that one falls for Wall.
Well, there's no denying it. When Wall is healthy, he is still a major threat in this league. I mean, he's lightning quick as a point guard, and he has tremendous defensive instincts.
Here's Russell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Clippers leading by 11. The kick out to Wall. Outside Leonard. Zubats a screen on Prince. And here's Leonard from 3. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Here's Wall. Kicks it out to Covington. Here's George for three. Covington's shot is off.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Edwards can't hit. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
And you know what? For me, these don't show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Clippers leading by 11. Covington kicks to George. Leonard against Prince. Leonard the pass to George. Back to Leonard. 4 on the clock. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
The kick out to Towns. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Back to George. The kick out to Wall. Towns with the steal.
Boy, excellent play that time on defense. Got him off balance a little bit and forced the turnover.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Anthony Edwards has a great body and knows how to control it. Showing you right there by taking advantage to draw the foul.
And Edwards drops them both. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. It's George on the wing. There's the 3. No good on that one. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 11-point cushion. Thanks, David. And we'll be back. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steal.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
So on the floor for Minnesota, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3. Kicks it out to Leonard and stolen by Prince. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. On the free throw, no good.
You know, Russell's known for his scoring ability, but I like the fact that he's eager and hungry to continue to improve.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Edwards looking it over. Now the feed to Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George. The Timberwolves shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Clippers leading by 12. Outside, Wall. Outside for George. No good on the triple. Here's Minnesota. Here's Prince. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Well, good job that time by Prince putting his muscle on display. Excellent work fending off the contact and capitalizing.
Outside, Wall. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Here's Wall. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Outside, Wall. And here's Leonard from 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Russell finds Edwards. And here's Gobert. Stolen by Zubac. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And the dunk by Covington.
Check out how high Covington gets for these alley-oops. My goodness. Taking off like he's been launched by a rocket booster.
Russell with it. Now Covington defended. Wall with the steal. It's hauled in by Edwards. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A 12-point game. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Covington. Pass to Zubac. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Zubac, a screen on Prince. Takes it out to Covington. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 5th assist in this one.
And, you know, whenever Covington is squaring up like that, he's money. Just an exceptional shooter with range for days.
Towns, the pass to Gobert. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Clippers leading by 15. For 3, Covington. Gobert pulls it in. Minnesota's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Towns, no luck. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. George passes to Leonard. 1:24 left in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. George with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. And they recover it. Zubac kicks to Covington. And here's Leonard from 3. Good on the triple. Leonard's got 11 points.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
Edwards dishes to Gobert. Trying to end the drought. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside Leonard. And the pass to George. Back to Leonard. Wall passes to Leonard. Takes it inside. From deep. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Leonard. He's got 8.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
George with the ball. He's got 13. Outside Covington. Back to George. From deep 3-point range.
Well, I like the effort that Edwards is making to commit to defense, not letting the...
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Clippers on top. They finish off the third quarter on a 15-5 run. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. From deep. The Clippers keep it alive. The kick out to Wall. Here's George. Back to Wall. Jacks up a three. No good that time. The Timberwolves shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
And Leonard has it in the corner. It's stolen by Edwards. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
In the corner, George with it. That doesn't go either for George.
Well, in most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. It's George on the wing. Three-pointer. And the Clippers miss again. Timberwolves trail by 17. Edwards drives in. Can't connect from short range. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Passes to George. From deep three-point range. That doesn't go either for George.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check, and it was maybe a step out of his range.
And Towns gets it to go.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And here's Wall. On the wing, George. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Up top, Russell. Timberwolves pixing it around. Prince misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Edwards against Wall. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
This one is all but over. I mean, what a ferocious and commanding performance for the Clippers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Paul George.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
Outside Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Russell passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
George against Edwards. Outside, George. Los Angeles keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Oh, Covington in position. Towns with the steal. Oh, and here comes Prince all alone. Drops in the breakaway layup.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Leonard against Prince. It's tipped. Towns with the steal. It's stolen by Wall. So the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg...